Good afternoon. My name is Jonathan Page. I am a business attorney and founder of N Prime Legal. Today we are going to discuss how to source top talent like a marketer. Now, this in blue represents our marketplace of talent. We've got a coffee shop, a restaurant, an office. We even have a school. And Captain Marvel here, she represents the rock star talent that we're looking for. Dwight Schrute from The Office represents the talent we don't want, the bad fit candidates. In red, this is our talent funnel. We're trying to funnel this talent to our business, which is down here at the bottom of our funnel. This happens to be La Paria Mexican Restaurant, which is a member of our program. And given that the unemployment rate is at an all-time low, it's likely that these Captain Marvels already have a job or they are graduating from a school, right? And we'll discuss how to secure or how to source this hard to get talent here in a minute. But first, what is sourcing? Sourcing is everything that we do within the marketplace of talent to identify, locate, nurture, or source, and then persuade a Captain Marvel, our top talent, to apply for an open position at our company. So let's discuss the 4 essential steps we need to take to source top talent like a marketer. Step number 1 is to identify. Identify is all about benchmarking, right? We need to know who we're looking for. We have an entire video and some free resources that we provide on benchmarking your ideal candidates. Look to the bottom of this video and you can find those resources. But at its core, we need to know the core aptitudes, we need to know the skills we're looking for, we need to know the behaviors that we're looking for so that we can identify who it is within this marketplace of talent that we want to hire. Step number 2 is to locate. So once you know who you're looking for, now it's about figuring out where this top talent is congregating. And a good start is going to be your employees. Think about the top talent that already works for you. What associations do they belong to? What sort of things do they volunteer for? Where do they hang out? Ask them those questions. They'll give you a lot of good intel on where to find that top talent. Step number 3 is going to be nurturing or sourcing the top talent. So we have a client that's got 21 restaurant locations, 1,500 employees. That's my son over there, by the way. He's singing. One day he will be a top talent. I promise you. I'm working on it. He's going to be sought after. So we've got 21 restaurant locations. We've got 1,500 employees. And they have the hardest time finding really good kitchen help. And so we suggested some strategies. First, we recommended a candidate referral program. With a candidate referral program, you pay your employees good money, and I mean it needs to be good money to refer your candidates. Now think about this. How much would you pay a recruiter to get you rock stars, right? And if your employees are doing everything that a recruiter is doing and they're being successful at it, why wouldn't you pay them too? So a candidate referral program can be a really effective way to source these Captain Marvels within the marketplace of talent. We've got a video on the nuts and bolts of a candidate referral program, so make sure you watch that to avoid any of the pitfalls associated with that. Secondly, we got creative. So we started to think about where within the marketplace of talent might we find really good cooks. And it occurred to the client right then and there, culinary school. The vice president of the restaurant group graduated from culinary school, had some contacts there, reached out to those contacts, and offered to teach a session within the overall curriculum that was being taught, a session on the cuisine that his restaurants specialized in. This was brilliant because not only did he have a first-hand look at the talent pool, he also had the opportunity to build rapport with this talent and to showcase his cuisine and his restaurant and how great it is to work there, thereby attracting and sourcing that top talent, getting the best of the best. So that was a couple of strategies that we used for that client. Another good strategy is live observation. Now, when we were looking for a concierge, we started to think about where we might find somebody who would operate as a good concierge for our law firm. And yes, when our clients join our program, they get access to a concierge. And understand, when you're doing live observation or you're sourcing for talent, you don't necessarily have to target competitors, right? If you're a restaurant, you don't have to target these restaurants within the bloody ocean of competition. Think about the behaviors and core aptitudes that you're looking for and what other industries might have jobs and job positions that also require those same aptitudes, those same skills. And in thinking this through, we realized that baristas at coffee shops have some of the most amazing customer service people right there at the cash register. So I went to the coffee shop that I frequent and I implemented this live observation. And I identified a lady who I knew would be a rock star concierge. I started a conversation, I built some rapport. Eventually I told her about the job opening. And I asked her, somewhat in a sneaky manner, whether or not I could post a job announcement on the message board within the coffee shop. She said she'd have to ask her manager. She said, give me a copy of that job posting. The next day, I received a call from her. The next week, we had hired her. And since then, we have recruited several baristas for customer service positions within our company. And the greatest thing is these baristas come through referrals from our existing employees. So live observation is a great way to nurture and source top talent. Some other methods that you likely know about is online job postings, such as Indeed or ZipRecruiter. You can also send out your job posting to your sphere of influence and asking your friends and your family and your business associates to look for job applicants for an open position there. Those are other things that are frequently done. Just to talk about Indeed for a second, or ZipRecruiter, if we go to our 4 steps and we're locating talent, when we go onto an Indeed or ZipRecruiter, we're going into this unknown, this web of talent, right? We did this and we got hundreds of applications for a position that we had. None of them were good fits. And we ended up wasting a lot of time, energy, resources, money, reviewing these applications, interviewing these candidates. So again, looking through these steps, identifying who you're looking for, figuring out where to locate them, and then implementing some strategies to nurture and source these candidates is going to be key. It's going to save you money, save you time, save you resources. So the last step is to persuade. In a previous video, we talked about Mark Miller. Again, that's my son. I promise you he's going to be top talent in the future. But in a previous video, we talked about Mark Miller. He wrote a book called Talent Magnet. He's the vice president of high performance leadership at Chick-fil-A. And in that book, he said there were 3 things that attracted top talent. He actually gave a formula. Talent magnet equals B cubed, Williams, times A, which is awareness. And the B cubed was a better boss, a brighter future, and a bigger vision. So if we're going to persuade the top talent, not typical talent, not the Dwight Schrutes, to apply for a position, then we better amplify this within the marketplace of talent. Specifically, Mark said that we needed to tell our story. And not just the story of all the accolades we have received, but the story that top talent wants to hear. Again, that story's got to include or let the talent know that they're getting a better boss, they're getting a brighter future, they're getting a bigger vision. And so figuring that out and then amplifying it with the marketplace is going to be key. So how do you do that? Well, it's going to be the job posting, the job announcement, the job description, because this is your main marketing collateral. This is what a Captain Marvel is going to read before she decides to apply for a position at your company. We're going to dedicate several videos and lessons to developing a killer job posting, announcement, screening techniques. So stay tuned for all of that. Scroll down to the bottom of this video, and you'll find other value-packed resources on attracting the Captain Marvels to your business, including some legal fun busters. Until next time, this is Jonathan Page with In Prime Legal.